Welcome back to Huddle Squares. Joining me tonight is the one, the only, the lovely, beautiful, gorgeous Mommy Huddle Squares. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all of it, guys. We're everywhere.
Tonight we are going to be making Peter's Halloween costume,
which is a headless man. Because you know, you guys, honestly, sometimes that's exactly what she wants to do to me anyways. It's just...
Oh my gosh, yeah. So we usually make homemade costumes, right?
Yep.
We got a couple of Hall of Famers.
Man, every single one, I'm telling you, every single one has been amazing.
Not according to our children.
Yeah.
Our teenagers.
We were talking the other day with our teenagers, and somehow it came up. We thought, I think we were talking ourselves up, you know, about the same thing, right?
We were like, man, we're so awesome at making costumes.
Oh, how
right,
talented
guys?
we are. And they were kind of like, not really, no. They were like, what are you talking about? You guys loved your costumes. And
then Pika said, share our top 3 worst homemade costumes. And my heart broke. I was so hurt.
I didn't even know they had one that they didn't like.
Right?
Ungrateful children.
Okay, so what was Pika's first one? His top 3 were the Space Warriors.
Yeah, he didn't like that. That was super cool. Everybody liked it.
And then he said he didn't like his Fairy Warriors from last year.
Yeah.
His least favorite were the paper dolls we made years ago.
What little boy doesn't want to be a paper doll?
Okay, so we have a couple of supplies that we have prepped and ready to make Peter's headless costume. We got some hangers, we got some dowels, we got some of these, some of this, some of those.
Some of that, some thingamajiggies.
This, a creepy yellow raincoat. While we're making these costumes, we're going to share a couple scary stories, right?
Right.
But first we have a guest who will help tell a true spooky story that she and I shared. And that special guest is... May May!
Hello darkness, my old friend.
May May's gonna help tell the spooky story that you and I both experienced together. Sorry, it's gonna put my mommy legs in.
Tell us when this happened.
We lived in the mainland. Peter was working at nights, late at night, so I was at home with the kids. The kids' rooms were across the hallway from our room. They always went to sleep earlier, and I was always up late waiting for you to get home. But I'd always have my door shut. I wanted to keep it quiet because Killian was just a little baby, so I had put him down to sleep. But this was going on for a couple of months. The thing is that I had a little May May who always liked to come into the room and jump into bed with us. But for a couple of months, maybe every other night, most nights, while my door was closed, there was a lot of knocking. It was kind of like, yeah, like that. It was like it was a gentle knock, a little twist of the doorknob.
Okay.
And I'm sitting on my bed facing the door. This happened like every night, and I was like, come in, Amera, come in. And the door would keep turning. Maybe about a minute would pass and I'd get irritated and I'd swing the door open and there was no Mimi. Every single time I did that. No, and I'd stick my head out the door, like into the hallway, and be like, Mimi, where are you? Come in. And there were times where I'd go to yours and Tia's room to check to see if you're okay, and you were like asleep. Like she was dead asleep.
She wasn't faking it.
No, she wasn't faking it. I checked, yes. I'd be like, May May, May May, May May, and she was still asleep. I checked on Taya, she was asleep. I checked on Pika, he was asleep. Everyone was asleep. On one of those nights, when I had already heard the knock, heard the twist of the doorknob, and I had already swung the door open, I closed the door, and I heard another knock on the door. I thought it was you, so I opened the door and it was you. And I got down onto my knees. I got down on my knees and I was like, Mimi, Mimi. I was like, Mimi, what's wrong? You pointed down the hallway. And you were
What the heck?
really scared. Do you remember that?
Yo, little kids are not allowed to point at night, by the way. They're not allowed to stare off into corners where there's nobody there. They're not allowed to
Stand at the bottom of your bed.
Yeah, you're
in
not
the
allowed
middle
to
of the
do
night.
that. That's a no-no. That's like, yo.
No, that's exactly what she did. And so I'm
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yo, I just got the chills doing it myself.
I know,
What the heck?
And you're not home, and I'm kneeling down at her level, and I'm like, Mimi, what's wrong? She turns around, I'm still holding her like this, and she's pointing, I'm like, okay, Mimi, wake up, Maze, look at me.
I'm trying to snap her out of it. You're scared. You're scared.
I was scared.
Hey, knock it off, kid.
No.
What are you guys doing? Stop it. Freaking me out. Why are you pressing your back up against me? Why do people do that? Like, that's gonna save them. If my back is touching something, I'm safe. That means nothing can get you from behind, right?
No.
I mean, can you talk?
Talk soft.
Yeah.
Okay. So that night when she was pointing into the darkness, when I was asking her what's wrong, what are you looking at? She's mumbling something like, she said, she's right there. She's right there. And then that's when I started shaking her. It's like, Mimi, wake up. Mimi, wake up, Mimi.
Like, I was in the room and then she just appeared in front of the door, and then she started to knock. And then when you opened the door, she just disappeared.
All right. High five.
Okay.
Cool transition.
Yo, where did she go?
Hello, darkness, you're my friend. I will serve you to the end. Hello, darkness, you're my friend.
Oh, okay, here we go, guys.
All right.
Yeah?
Hey, Peter, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
Does that look okay, you guys?
I'm too far. I gotta get closer. Let me get over there. No, I'm too close. Dang it.
This is attempt number 20. Okay, hi Peter, how are you doing?
I'm good.
That looks okay.
Yeah? Guys, does that look good? Should I just get rid of the hoodie? Was this a failed version? You've learned nothing today.
Have a happy Halloween, trick or treat, and aloha.
Mahalo.